Hello, Solar Board Game Guide here, and in this video I'm going to paint up this little 10mm miniature from Pendraken. It's a skeleton archer, so I'm going to start off by just giving it a bit of a trim up. I'm going to cut the lower sprue off. I'm going to use some standard glass paper. Okay, he's ready to mount up on the lid, and we'll get painting. I'm going to keep it quite simple with the colours. Just going to do a base coat of Menoth white. I'll be using some Citadel XV88 base, lead belcher for the metal work, and a combination of Abaddon black and Rhinox hide for the various other details. The main shading is going to come from this quick shader dark zone washes. Brush wise, again, been a while since I've done any of this. We're going to be using the insane detail Citadel brush, the army painter. Look at that little guy. The undercoat on Warhammer Regiment. There we go. This is a little aside for those old Hammer fans. These are the new Citadel paint pots. Look at this. This is one blast from the past. You remember these? This is when paints were paints. With these guys being so small, obviously you need something a little bit chunkier to hold them onto. So I've just got some blue tack onto an aerosol lid, and this will give me something a bit bigger to hold onto. And obviously, as I've perfected my technique, I'll be doing batch painting on here. So with miniature painting, the thing that I never really realised when I did it as a teenager is it really ought to be watering down your acrylic paints, and it's particularly important when you've got something so small. Here's printing mark so we can vaguely see it. It's sort of like an off-white cream colour here. I'm not overly worried to begin with, just so long as it's going on nice and thin. So that's first undercoat on. Can't tell you how difficult it is to paint behind a camera lens, especially after all these years, but quite happy with that. We'll build it up slowly, and the key is many thin coats. So with 2 layers of Menoth white base coat, we're going to go in for a quick shade dark tone ink wash to add a bit of depth, and this again is going to be watered down. So after a couple of layers of ink, it's highlighted, or rather shadowed, things like the face, where we've got dark eye sockets, mouth and nose, and also brought out a little bit of detailing where the ribs, kneecaps and things are. It does, however, look pretty muddy at the moment, so what we need to do is put in some highlights and bring this up a little bit. I'm just going to try and hit the tops of the bones here. Righto, I've mixed up some of this beaten purple P3 paint in the proper acrylics thing. I think we'll go for a purple shield. Why not? Let's zoom in on this bad boy here. So, light coats, and we'll build it up. From there, it's almost like a wash at this stage. Again, this is just lost straight away from a distance because it's so small, so we're going to have to hit the highlights pretty hard. Which isn't a euphemism for getting drunk. Okay, let's hit the shield again. So there we have it, a finished 10mm miniature. This is the kind of thing that we started off with. We cut the sprue off, cleaned her up a bit, brought out the dark tones with a bit of a wash, and went on from there with a few little highlights. This is actually pretty non-representative because these are so small, and even though it looks a bit sketchy, super close up from a distance, which is probably, let's say there, that's probably the distance you're going to see it. Those extreme highlights actually look quite decent, so I'm dead happy with that. I'm not a you know, ever going to be a Golden Demon winner, but I can do, you know, vague tabletop standard. So there you have it. If you like this video or you want to give me some tips, they will be gladly received. Do let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.